Imagine waking up to the sound of jungle birds, stepping outside your villa and seeing mist rising over emerald rice terraces. A few hours later, you're standing on the edge of a dramatic cliff, watching the sun sink into the Indian Ocean while a traditional fire dance begins behind you. This is Bali, the island of the gods. But Bali is more than just beaches and Instagram spots. It's ancient temples, hidden waterfalls, sacred rituals, volcano hikes, and some of the most breathtaking landscapes on Earth. So whether you're planning your first trip to Bali or searching for unforgettable experiences beyond the tourist hotspots, today we're counting down 20 of the absolute best things to do in Bali. Let's explore paradise together. Before we dive in, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Wanderlist, and turn on notifications so you never miss our weekly travel guides to the world's most incredible destinations. Now let's start our journey through Bali. Visit Tanah Lot Temple. One of the most iconic sites in Bali is Tanah Lot Temple, a sacred sea temple dramatically perched on a rocky formation in the Indian Ocean. The name Tanah Lot actually means land in the sea, which perfectly describes its breathtaking setting. What makes this temple so special is the way it transforms with the tides. During high tide, the temple appears to float on the water, completely surrounded by waves crashing against the rocks. At low tide, visitors can walk closer to the base of the rock formation and explore the surrounding area. Tanah Lot is also one of the best sunset spots in all of Bali. As the sun sinks toward the horizon, the temple becomes a stunning silhouette against a sky filled with shades of orange, pink, and gold. Street vendors, small cafes, and scenic viewpoints nearby make the whole area lively yet magical. If you want that postcard-perfect Bali moment, Tanah Lot is a place you absolutely shouldn't miss. Explore the sacred monkey forest in Ubud. Right in the heart of Ubud lies one of Bali's most fascinating attractions, the Sacred Monkey Forest Sanctuary. This lush jungle reserve is home to over 1,000 long-tailed macaques and feels more like an ancient lost world than a typical tourist destination. As you walk along shaded pathways, you'll discover moss-covered statues, towering banyan trees, and centuries-old temples hidden deep within the forest. The sanctuary actually protects 3 sacred temples, making it an important spiritual site for the local community. Of course, the real stars of the forest are the monkeys themselves. They swing through the trees, play along the pathways, and occasionally interact with visitors. While they can be curious and sometimes mischievous, watching them in their natural habitat is an unforgettable experience. Just remember to keep your belongings secure because these clever monkeys are known for snatching sunglasses, hats, and snacks. The monkey forest offers a unique mix of wildlife, culture, and mystery that perfectly captures the spirit of Ubud. Walk through the Tegalalang Rice Terraces. Just a short drive from Ubud, the Tegalalang Rice Terraces showcase one of Bali's most beautiful and traditional landscapes. These cascading rice fields stretch across the hillsides in layered green waves, creating a scene that looks almost too perfect to be real. The terraces are part of Bali's ancient Subak irrigation system, a centuries-old farming method that reflects the island's deep connection between nature, agriculture, and spirituality. It's not just a beautiful view, it's also a UNESCO-recognized cultural tradition. Visitors can walk along narrow paths that wind through the rice fields, offering incredible photo opportunities from every angle. Early morning is the best time to visit, when the light is soft, the air is cooler, and the crowds are still minimal. Along the terraces, you'll also find small cafes and viewpoints where you can relax and take in the scenery. If you want to experience the peaceful, natural beauty that Bali is famous for, the Tegalalang Rice Terraces are a must-see stop. Watch the Kecak fire dance. As the sun begins to set over Bali's southern cliffs, one of the island's most mesmerizing cultural performances comes to life: the Kecak fire dance. Usually held near the dramatic cliffs of Uluwatu Temple, this traditional performance is unlike anything else you'll see in Bali. Dozens of performers sit in a circle, chanting rhythmic chak 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 sounds while acting out scenes from the ancient Hindu epic, the Ramayana. There are no musical instruments. The entire soundtrack comes from the hypnotic chanting of the performers themselves. As the sky slowly turns shades of orange and purple, flames ignite in the center of the stage, adding an intense and dramatic atmosphere to the story unfolding before you. Between the powerful chants, the glowing fire, and the breathtaking ocean backdrop, the Kecak fire dance becomes more than just a performance. It's a truly unforgettable cultural experience. Visit Uluwatu Temple. High above the crashing waves of the Indian Ocean sits one of Bali's most spectacular temples, Uluwatu Temple. Perched on a towering limestone cliff nearly 70 meters above the sea, This ancient temple offers some of the most dramatic ocean views anywhere on the island. Uluwatu is considered one of Bali's 6 key spiritual pillars and has been protecting the island from evil spirits, according to local belief, for centuries. Walking along the cliffside pathways, you'll find breathtaking viewpoints at every turn. Below, powerful waves crash against the rocky shoreline, while above, the endless horizon stretches across the ocean. But visitors should stay alert. The temple is also home to a population of curious monkeys that are famous for stealing sunglasses, hats, and anything else they can grab. For many travelers, Uluwatu is the perfect place to experience both Bali's spiritual traditions and its incredible coastal beauty. Chase Bali's hidden waterfalls. Beyond the temples and beaches, Bali hides some of the most beautiful waterfalls in Southeast Asia. Scattered across the island's jungles and mountains are dozens of powerful cascades waiting to be discovered. Some of the most famous include Sekumpul Waterfall, often considered the most spectacular in Bali, the peaceful Banyumala Twin Waterfalls, and Tegalalang Waterfall, which is one of the easiest to access near Ubud. Reaching these waterfalls often requires a short hike through lush jungle trails, crossing streams and walking down stone staircases surrounded by tropical plants. But the reward is always worth it. Standing beneath a towering waterfall, feeling the cool mist in the air and hearing the roar of water echo through the jungle is an experience that captures the wild beauty of Bali. For nature lovers and adventure seekers, waterfall chasing is easily one of the best things to do on the island. Relax on Seminyak Beach. If you're looking for the perfect mix of beach life, stylish cafes, and vibrant nightlife, Seminyak Beach is the place to be. Located on Bali's southwest coast, Seminyak offers long stretches of golden sand and some of the island's most famous beach clubs. During the day, the atmosphere is relaxed and laid back. Travelers lounge on beanbags, surfers ride the steady waves, and the sound of the ocean fills the air. But the real magic happens at sunset. As the sun begins to dip below the horizon, the entire beach comes alive. Bars and beach clubs start playing music. People gather along the shore, and the sky explodes into shades of orange, pink, and purple. Places like Potato Head and Kuta Ta are legendary sunset spots where you can sip a cocktail while watching the waves roll in. Whether you want to relax, surf, or enjoy Bali's famous sunset scene, Seminyak Beach is the perfect place to unwind. Visit the Gates of Heaven at Lempuyang Temple. One of the most famous photo spots in all of Bali is found at Lempuyang Temple, often called the Gates of Heaven. These towering stone gates perfectly frame Mount Agung, Bali's tallest volcano, creating one of the most iconic views on the island. When the weather is clear, the volcano rises majestically in the background, making it feel like you're standing at the entrance to another world. The temple itself is part of a sacred complex located high in the mountains of eastern Bali. For locals, it's an important spiritual site, and visitors are asked to dress respectfully and follow temple traditions. The famous mirror reflection photos you've probably seen online are created using a simple trick with a mirror beneath the camera, but the view itself is still absolutely breathtaking. Arriving early in the morning gives you the best chance of clear skies and fewer crowds, making the experience even more magical. Take a day trip to Nusa Penida. Just a short boat ride from Bali lies one of the most spectacular islands in Indonesia, Nusa Penida. This rugged island is famous for its dramatic cliffs, crystal clear water, and some of the most breathtaking coastal views you'll ever see. The most iconic spot here is Kelingking Beach, where a towering cliff curves out into the ocean in the shape of a giant dinosaur. From the viewpoint above, the turquoise water crashing against the white sand below creates an unforgettable scene. But Nusa Penida has even more to explore. Places like Angel's Billabong, Broken Beach, and Diamond Beach offer stunning natural landscapes that feel completely untouched. While the roads can be rough and the terrain wild, that's part of what makes Nusa Penida so special. For travelers seeking adventure and jaw-dropping scenery, a day trip here is one of the most unforgettable experiences near Bali. Visit Tirta Empul Water Temple. One of the most unique spiritual experiences in Bali can be found at Tirta Empul Water Temple, a sacred site famous for its holy spring water. Built more than 1,000 years ago, this temple is an important place of purification for Balinese Hindus. Locals come here to take part in a traditional cleansing ritual, believed to wash away negative energy and bring spiritual renewal. Visitors are welcome to participate as well. After putting on a traditional sarong, you enter the purification pools, where rows of stone fountains pour fresh spring water into the temple baths. Moving from one fountain to the next, people quietly cleanse themselves under the flowing water while offering prayers. The atmosphere is calm, respectful, and deeply spiritual. Even if you choose not to take part in the ritual, simply watching this centuries-old tradition unfold offers a beautiful glimpse into the spiritual heart of Bali. Hike Mount Batur at sunrise. For one of the most unforgettable adventures in Bali, many travelers wake up long before sunrise to hike Mount Batur, one of the island's active volcanoes. The journey usually begins around 2 or 3 in the morning, when guides lead small groups up the mountain under a sky full of stars. The hike itself takes about 2 hours and is manageable for most people with basic fitness. As you climb higher, the cool mountain air and quiet darkness create a truly magical atmosphere. Then comes the reward. As the sun slowly rises above the horizon, the sky fills with golden light, revealing incredible views of Lake Batur and the surrounding mountains. Some guides even cook simple breakfasts using the volcanic steam from the ground. Watching the sunrise from the top of a volcano is an experience that many travelers say becomes the highlight of their entire Bali trip. Explore Ubud's art markets. If you want to experience Bali's creative culture, a visit to Ubud's art market is a must. Located right in the center of town, this vibrant market is filled with stalls selling handmade goods created by local artisans from nearby villages. As you wander through the narrow pathways, you'll find colorful textiles, woven bags, wood carvings, paintings, handmade jewelry, and countless unique souvenirs. Every corner of the market feels alive with creativity and craftsmanship. Unlike many souvenir markets around the world, many of the items sold here are still handmade, using traditional techniques passed down through generations. Bargaining is part of the experience, so don't be afraid to politely negotiate for a better price. Even if you're not planning to shop, simply exploring the lively atmosphere of the market offers a fun glimpse into the artistic soul of Ubud. Try the famous Bali Swing. For one of the most thrilling and photogenic experiences in Bali, many travelers head straight for the famous Bali Swing. Set high above lush jungle valleys and rice terraces, these giant swings launch you out over breathtaking landscapes. As you soar through the air, you'll feel like you're flying above the tropical canopy with nothing but endless greenery below. The experience is both exhilarating and surprisingly peaceful at the same time. Several swing parks around Ubud offer different heights and viewpoints, along with beautifully designed photo spots, bird nests, and platforms overlooking the jungle. It's become one of the most popular activities for visitors looking to capture unforgettable photos, while experiencing Bali's incredible scenery from a completely different perspective. Whether you're there for the adrenaline rush or simply the views, the Bali Swing is an experience that perfectly combines adventure and beauty. Discover Sekumpul Waterfall. Hidden deep in the jungles of northern Bali lies what many consider the most beautiful waterfall on the entire island. Sekumpul Waterfall. Unlike many other waterfalls in Bali, Sekumpul is actually a collection of several powerful cascades, pouring down steep jungle cliffs. From the viewpoint above, you can see multiple streams of water cutting through the dense tropical forest. Reaching the base of the waterfall requires a bit of effort. Visitors must hike down jungle paths, cross small rivers, and walk through lush greenery. But the moment you arrive, the view is absolutely breathtaking. Towering waterfalls crash into a misty pool below, surrounded by thick jungle and the sound of rushing water echoing through the valley. Because it's located farther from the main tourist areas, Sekumpul feels far more untouched and wild, making it a dream destination for nature lovers. Take a traditional Balinese cooking class. One of the best ways to experience a culture is through its food, and in Bali, cooking classes have become a favorite activity for travelers. Many classes begin with a visit to a local market where you'll discover fresh spices, tropical fruits, and traditional ingredients used in Balinese cuisine. After that, you'll head to a family-run kitchen or countryside cooking school to start preparing classic dishes. Under the guidance of local chefs, you'll learn how to make favorites like nasi goreng, satay, Balinese curry, and fresh sambal, using authentic techniques and spices. The process is fun, interactive, and full of great stories about Balinese traditions and food culture. And of course, the best part comes at the end, sitting down to enjoy the delicious meal you just prepared yourself. Visit the Jatiluwih Rice Terraces. While the rice terraces near Ubud are famous, the Jatiluwih Rice Terraces offer something even more impressive. Vast landscapes of rice fields stretching across entire mountainsides. Located in central Bali, Jatiluwih is part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site and showcases the traditional Subak irrigation system that has supported Balinese farming communities for centuries. Unlike some of the more crowded locations on the island, Jatiluwih feels peaceful and authentic. Endless layers of vibrant green fields follow the natural curves of the hills, creating one of the most beautiful rural landscapes in Bali. Visitors can explore the terraces by walking or cycling along scenic paths that wind through the fields and small villages. The fresh mountain air, the quiet surroundings, and the panoramic views make it an incredible place to slow down and appreciate the island's natural beauty. For travelers seeking a calmer and more authentic side of Bali, Jatiluwih is truly unforgettable. Go snorkeling or diving. Bali isn't just beautiful above the water, it's also a paradise beneath the surface. The island is surrounded by vibrant coral reefs, making it one of the best places in Southeast Asia for snorkeling and diving. One of the most famous dive sites is Talamban, where the wreck of the USS Liberty lies just offshore. Covered in coral and surrounded by marine life, the shipwreck has become an incredible underwater ecosystem. For snorkeling, areas like Ahmed and Menjangan Island offer calm waters filled with colorful fish, sea turtles, and stunning coral formations. Even beginners can enjoy Bali's underwater world, as many locations have shallow reefs just steps from the beach. Exploring beneath the waves reveals a completely different side of the island, one filled with vibrant colors, fascinating marine life, and peaceful underwater landscapes. Walk the Campuhan Ridge. Just a short distance from the busy streets of Ubud lies one of the most peaceful walks in Bali, the Campuhan Ridge Walk. This scenic trail winds along the top of a grassy ridge, offering sweeping views of rolling hills, tropical valleys, and palm trees swaying in the breeze. Unlike many of Bali's popular attractions, the Campuhan Ridge Walk is simple and quiet, making it perfect for travelers who want a relaxing break from crowded temples and markets. The paved path stretches for about 2 kilometers and is easy for most visitors to walk. Early morning and late afternoon are the best times to visit, when the air is cooler and the soft light creates beautiful scenery along the trail. Sometimes the best experiences in Bali aren't the busiest attractions, but moments like this, walking peacefully through nature with incredible views all around you. Visit Ulun Danu Beratan Temple. One of the most beautiful and serene temples in Bali is Ulun Danu Beratan Temple, located on the shores of Lake Beratan in the island's cool mountain region. Surrounded by misty hills and calm waters, the temple almost appears to float on the surface of the lake. When the morning fog rolls in, the entire setting feels peaceful, mysterious, and almost dreamlike. The temple complex was built in the 17th century and is dedicated to Danu, the Balinese goddess of water, lakes, and rivers. Because water is essential for the island's rice fields and agriculture, this temple plays an important spiritual role in Balinese culture. Visitors can stroll through beautifully maintained gardens, walk along the lake's edge, and admire the traditional multi-tiered temple roofs rising above the water. With its stunning scenery and tranquil atmosphere, Ulun Danu Beratan is easily one of the most photogenic and peaceful places to visit in Bali. Watch the sunset from the cliffs of Uluwatu. Few experiences in Bali are as unforgettable as watching the sunset from the cliffs of Uluwatu. High above the crashing waves of the Indian Ocean, these dramatic limestone cliffs offer some of the most spectacular coastal views on the entire island. Standing on the edge of the cliffs, you can watch massive waves rolling in far below, while the horizon stretches endlessly across the sea. As the sun begins to set, the sky slowly transforms into brilliant shades of orange, pink, and deep purple. The entire coastline glows with warm light, creating one of the most breathtaking sunset scenes in Southeast Asia. Many visitors choose to combine the sunset with a visit to Uluwatu Temple or a traditional Kecak fire dance performance, which takes place nearby in the evening. It's the perfect way to end a day in Bali, surrounded by incredible views, ocean breeze, and one of the most beautiful sunsets you'll ever see. Bali is a destination that captures the imagination with its stunning landscapes, rich culture, and unforgettable experiences. From sacred temples and lush rice terraces to hidden waterfalls and dramatic ocean cliffs, the island offers something for every traveler. No matter how long you stay, Bali always leaves you wanting to return for more.